Exactly.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
great when you're part of
Yeah.
a team.
I knew that was gonna happen. I opened that up immediately.
I'm surprised people resisted so long.
It wasn't
not
just
gonna resist it.
instantaneous.
You wanna
I
hear the
don't-
worst thing? I haven't even heard the song or seen the movie, I just have friends singing it.
I don't think I'm old enough
Sometimes
for
that's all it
that.
takes. Meme penetration.
What?
Meme penetration, not any other kind of penetration. Like the idea just gets so far into the population that you don't have to be directly exposed to it.
Now, that just reminds me, looking at like trying to make a Harvester's Reaper deck is depressing. That none of the Death Sentence cards look worth anything. They all look so
they-
bad.
They
I've
haven't
know.
quite
told
gotten
people
there.
this for weeks.
I
Okay?
really wanted that to be doable.
The mechanic is super cool, but completely garbage, okay? Just
Wait, I
accept
missed
it.
something. What?
Trying
The
to make
Death
death
Sentence
sentence a
deck.
thing.
It's
Oh,
I don't know.
really
Maybe
bad.
they just need to
Still-
design some better cards for it. I don't
I
know.
thought we were talking
but-
about elementals. Because the sad thing about them is that they work great. It's a Storm of the Century is the most annoying card in the history of mankind to use.
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
I
I
can
have
second
29
that.
counters on it. Well, let me just sit here for 12 minutes, activating it one by one.
If only we could still hold control.
That
I
would
miss
help.
that so much. It would help.
That
some.
would barely help where you still have to activate the ability and let it resolve 27 times in a row.
Yeah. Well, the thing there is that you could just hold it and spam click over and over again and get a slightly faster result. But yes, it would be marginal at best.
Just say, I tried playing the hideous Gambit deck that Wordle posted, and that was really tunnel inducing.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we're a couple minutes away from the official hangout start. I'd say we're already doing pretty well here.
Already hanging out.
Oh, we are not starting? Okay, I will go now.
And I
That
win
wasn't
again.
supposed to be an invitation to leave.
I'm the greatest player ever! Volstag, obviously, come on, that was easy.
Justify your mistakes.
But I'm winning!
That's the
There's no
key.
mistakes!
That's the spirit.
Exactly. Now you're talking like an expert.
Man, I forgot how
was so
broken
close.
Brian Agents were. Holy shit.
Something I learned from Magic the Gathering casters. It's not a misplay, it's an interesting play. Or a gambit.
I just wanted to see what would happen
Call it
when I did
psychological
things completely
warfare.
wrong. Alright.
Seriously though, the design on Brian Legion, holy shit, fuck them so much.
I'm sensing salt. It's
No, no,
rising.
no, I'm crushing with them. I just think it's bullshit.
He's the one doing it to other people.
I'm sensing salt. It's falling.
Alright.
Jeez, you weren't lying about people leaving the dwarves well alone, were you?
Yeah, no, like a lot of our players just don't know because they never played set one.
People are dumb.
Wow, I
basically.
wish I was with them.
Yeah.
When you see second to last year, Smith, you know it's over. You know people don't have a clue.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to leave for work in like 30 minutes though, so I just barely have time to win this draft.
Just gotta knock it out quickly and... Okay, that really ought to do it. Oh, Ori has skewer. So, unless my opponent has some way to stop a flyer, I should win next turn.
Does it have 4 or more toughness?
This is true. He could Pride's Fall it, but then I can also make other things fly.
'Cause that
It
seems
just
to be
takes
the
slightly
only-
longer.
That seems to be the thing that it always is. There's plenty of other common things that could stop me, but it's always Pride's Fall.
Well, he already used one, so hopefully that was the only one he had.
No.
I can dream, right?
You can, it just won't get you anywhere.
Such optimism.
My optimism died years ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has to stop the big stompy thing and one of the other 2 troops to survive the turn. And it looks like nope. He did nothing. I got the
User
Got the
entered
win.
your channel.
welcome
Poor
aboard.
people.
Hey,
Glad
Hey
you could
there.
make it.
Evening.
evening. So, any of you in the IQ?
Most of them.
Actually, I don't think most of the people are in the IQ.
Sadly, I'm not.
Man, I forgot how much I love fly from set 1.
Hey, Dark, you have an open mic. Just let you know.
Yeah, I know. Changing it.
Right, guys? Isn't Corpse Fly like the best card ever?
Annoyingly
Well, when you
so.
play a bunch of them in a row, yes.
Let's say it. A Ruby Wild deck discard really hurts.
I mean, I did get 4 of them, so that helps make people cry.
Just sowing salt wherever you go.
Also, Call the Grave, because, I mean, you can never have enough flies.
I've got
Calder Grave, another card becomes a lot better with Benoshi.
I've got a deck where I really use Fertile Engorger a lot, and Call of the Grave with that is fantastic.
You have
Oh, yeah.
Trinket as well.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't understand why Fertile Engorger doesn't lose its counters when it sacrifices itself. In fact, I think every other card that has a similar mechanic, like Stormcloud, do lose their counters.
You
It
know
seems
why
an
it
oversight,
doesn't? Because it's an oversight, exactly. They designed it wrong.
which is one of many, many, many oversights in terms of PvE cards and equipment.
But until they fix it, I'll have a trillion Killblades, thanks.
You want to know something
Yep.
else that's stupid in the similar fashion?
What's
I
that?
can think of a lot, but go on.
If you counter my Monsoon, and I then hard cast a Monsoon, it instantly resurrects everything.
Well, wait, I,
Now I'm just trying to think, is that intentional or not? Like,
Probably intentional.
I know that you can
Ah.
extend out the time it puts counters on things by just replacing them underground, and then when the last one comes up, it brings back everything. But I never even thought of that one.
Also, I laugh at anyone who's ever spent any money or platinum on deck sleeves, given that they're barely working right now.
What's wrong with deck sleeves?
In a best of 3 round, they consistently seem to undo after the first game.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
just
sucks.
not best of 3. After the first game in a tournament, the deck sleeves don't even work anymore.
That's right,
Yeah.
also in the second later rounds.
And I even have those $100 sleeves, now I'm sad.
$100 sleeves?
Jadim.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like
Yeah, I
the
have those
VIP
too.
for a year.
Yeah. As someone who has an extensive collection of sleeves, I am not pleased with this current state of affairs.
Well,
You
they'll
have the
have to
poster?
Hmm?
You have the poster sleeve.
I have the regular posters and then the first variant poster I have.
So both the regular ones.
Yep.
Man, I wish I could have gotten my hands on the first one. The second one I didn't like.
I actually bought some spare copies of the first one. I'm planning, like, at some point I need to throw them in the prize pool for some guild event for some of them, and then I have a couple that I was gonna try to, resell later or something.
Make sure it's constructed so I can win them.
Duly noted.
That's always a good feeling.
Always nice to dodge Warbot.
Pyro kicked my ass though.
Probably means you're guaranteed to meet Zarlok next.
I know what's gonna happen. You're gonna run, if you're running mill, you're gonna run into Princess Corey. You're gonna mill out the Triumvirate right after he plays a Midnight Shepherd, and you're gonna cry.
I've
Not
seen
that this
that.
happened to me.
I've seen that. I mean, exactly. Like, it didn't happen to me. I just watched it happen.
It was like something like a turn 1 or 2 Midnight Shepherd. Like he played it on curve, I forget the cost, but immediately after he played it, I milled for 2 with Nin and hit a Triumvirate, and was just like, this isn't going to go well.
Honestly, I could see Triumvirate being played if it wasn't that you had to create it from those 3 guys.
Yeah, it does actually seem like a much better card as just a card.
I don't really think it should surprise anyone. It's meant to be an ultimate, very difficult to acquire card. It's the
True.
Exodia of Hex.
But I mean, it's not Exodia strong.
You pretty
No.
much win if you play it.
It folds to
No,
murder.
you pretty much win if you attack with it.
True.
And it doesn't have spell shield.
Important
so big
distinction.
Difference.
Yeah, but it does have speed.
Like I said,
True.
folds to murder. It's a 9-drop that folds to murder. It's not Exodia, let's just be honest there. I played Exodia.
Dice to murder
To be
is
fair,
bad.
let's face it, you wouldn't give up your 3 legendary creatures if your opponent has any mana open in a color that you're worried about.
So every color.
Did any one of you guys actually play Yu-Gi-Oh ever?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
yeah,
a
I
friend
used to
who got beat by Exodia in a regionals. He didn't even get to draw. The dude drew Exodia with his first 5 cards.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
geez.
seen that as well. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I used to play quite a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I stopped playing pretty much after they brought Synchros out.
What synchros? Those white border cards?
Yeah, then they had XYZ cards and things just went even further downhill.
Yeah, I dropped instantly before that. Because shit was just going overboard.
Is that when it started
kind
to
of
have
al-
to be
it kind
played
of
on a
always
motorbike?
was. The irony is that the anime for 5Ds is actually pretty good.
But yeah, I had fun times. I basically can't win any important event. I was the top ranked player in the entire country for like 8 months. Then I went to the nationals and I just scrubbed out at like place 40 or 50 or something.
Oh
Ouch.
no.
The best part is what I lost to. I lost to this little kid who automatically qualified, and he's just like, oh, my brother plays that kind of deck, and I was playing a control deck, so he just had all control counters and just no win counts.
Wow. What a way to go.
I'm not much for choking kids, but man, that was close.
User entered your channel.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Hey.
Morning, Eddie.
Oh, and the best part, my brother was top 20, undefeated, and he just dropped.
Oh, jeez.
Why would he drop?
Because it was his birthday, and he had friends waiting for like 2 hours.
If they're friends, they'll understand. That's just how you find out which ones are your real friends.
I was so pissed. The best part is, like, talk to him like 2 years later, and he's like, "Oh, I was undefeated. I didn't even know."
No.
How do you not know?
Wait, what?
But because I built him like a suicide aggro deck with just like all equipment and just shitty cards that get insane with equipment. So he just went like 3 equipments, creature, win every time. Because, you know, Yugi is
sometimes
balanced.
he can be fun.
Yugi is balanced.
That's the problem. Yu-Gi-Oh had some really interesting ideas. The problem is the designs had no concept of power level balancing, and they were impossibly archetype folks.
Oh yeah.
Well, that and they, I mean, they constantly come out with new stuff that is insane, and they know it is because they want you to buy those cards, and then once everyone buys them, they limit them all to 1 or make them forbidden.
Well, that was part of the thing I was saying, is that there were power level problems even in the original set. See Pot of Greed, a card that has literally no reason not to play. But then you're right, they just had their method of selling the next pack was to make every pack strictly have cards
Just
that are on
embracing
the whole
power
strictly
creep.
better than anything that already existed. Hence the introductions of making fusions better, so made Ritual obsolete, and, well, Ritual was already obsolete. And then they made Synchros, which made Fusion obsolete. Then they made XYZ, which made Synchro obsolete.
Yeah, fusions have actually made a resurgence.
Which have probably made something else obsolete.
The cycle must continue.
I think now it's all fusions and XYZ.
And they actually nerfed cards, you know, while they were in print.
Oh, jeez.
User entered your channel.
There was this card called like Tornado Wall.
Hey, welcome
and they
aboard.
nerfed it.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't remember them ever doing that. But again, you're right. I do remember Tornado Wall in Uni.
I made a deck with that and a Dark Snake Poison or something that deals damage to both players, escalating every turn. And then they reprinted it, and it said does only prevent combat damage. And then they errated the old card to say the same thing.
Oh.
See, if you're going to have that business model, why not go to all the way and just add a 0 to the attack and toughness of every creature in every progressive set?
Heh.
You have to,
I thought that Sims was going to end in a different way, given that the last digit of the attack and defense of Yu-Gi-Oh cards is completely irrelevant because it's never used.
Oh, right.
We have 1,800 attack points. Okay, is there anything with 1,801? No. Is that last digit ever used? No. Then why don't you just call it 18 or 180?
Well, they did finally stop making things with, 50 attack and 50 defense. They
Which
just
made
rounded them
another
all
digit
up.
obsolete.
Yep.
That's actually making it worse.
I think there actually is one card. It has question marks, and it's always 100 attack higher than everything else.
I'm up against guys. I'm up against King Gabriel, and it's just like, oh no, not you.
I was actually about to ask that because I
So
just
that's
finished
why you
picking
said
my.
that in the chat.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Sudden silence.
I did the split though, because I get to leave in 15 minutes.
Hey, whatever works.
But I got the ticket, so I'm all good.
I cried
Nice.
myself to sleep after I lost round 2 in IQ.
Okay, I'm
Uh.
playing against Bertram Cragraven, and his turn 2 player is Lord Benjamin.
Ah.
Odd.
So he is a human deck disguised as horse.
I guess. Or he just has a
No,
lot of
his-
Buccaneers.
His first No, I picked all the Buccaneers, and I'm playing Bertram Cragraven.
I feel like something really good just happened over there, Asta.
20-0?
Hey!
Congrats. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Ah.